Hi, it's Kamon Reynolds, and as you can see, I need my smokers to stay lit and work for me and create cool smoke that's gentle on the bees and doesn't burn them by shooting sparks on the bees. Now, we have a lot of colonies here. I don't need to be constantly relighting my smoker, so we're going to show you how we do it, and they will last all day as long as you give them fuel. This one right here, I started at my house. I'm at a different bee yard now, and it drove the whole way on top of our Subaru in 40-something mile an hour winds, and is still lit. So it's real basic, but if you don't know how to do it, then you don't really know how to do it quite right. And a lot of people are going to tell you some things that are incorrect, so we'll show you that in a minute. But real quick, we are giving one of these away. We're not affiliated with Dadant in any way, I want to say that, but these Dadant smokers are, in my opinion, the best. I've used several smokers. They're made so well, American made, stainless steel, thick gauge. They got this heat shield back here so your hands don't get too warm. If you build the smoker right, as far as build the fuel up in the barrel of the smoker, it's not going to get too hot anyways, but they're just made so well. This one right here is an earlier model. It's over 20 years old. I've run over this thing a little bit with a four-wheeler and had to bend it back into place. As you can see, I've left it outside so many times, I have not taken care of it. It's still a great smoker, and so just don't leave them outside and don't run over them with a vehicle. That's really their only weakness, is when you run over them with a vehicle. But we're giving one of these away. The link's going to be up here, right next to where I just pointed my finger, and we're also going to have it in the description below, to where you can click that, and you have to go to that video, and you have to leave a comment below in that video. If you leave one here, it's not going to count. Alright, so these fine Dadant smokers, we're going to show you how to light them. Let's use the oldie but a goldie smoker, and I'm going to have such a hard time giving one of those things away. But we're going to announce that on June 1st, so go to that video and make sure you put your name down below. These smokers, oh, they're so awesome. I'm going to have such a hard time giving them away. Now, I've got a regular lighter here, and that's how I'm going to show you how to get this thing lit. You can use one of these propane dealios right here. I don't recommend these. I mean, they work good, but if you have the right starter material, this is totally unnecessary. Maybe if your fuel's damp, this helps you out. I mean, it'll start it, don't get me wrong, but it's unnecessary if you're using the right materials. One of the things that I really want to stress is don't get your smoker too hot. We are trying to create a cool smoke that is not going to burn our bees, that is not going to start a forest fire, and if you're in areas out west especially where you're very dry, these things can be very dangerous, and you need to treat them with respect. You can easily start a fire with these things, and even sometimes here in Tennessee and other places, you can get a forest fire going. So we want cool smoke, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. Get you a piece of paper, get you a little piece of shop towel, whatever. We need a certain degree of heat, but we don't need a ton of heat. There's no reason to put wood sticks down in here. It takes too much heat to make wood like that combust. Does it work? Yes, but we want cool smoke. Smoke is only needed to cause the bees to feel the stimuli of, hey, there's a forest fire around here. You know, we need to maybe get ready to leave. So they gorge on honey, and you know, like you after Thanksgiving dinner, you're not feeling like doing a whole lot. So when the bees fill up on that nectar or that honey, you know, they don't pay as much attention to you. Plus, smoke covers your scent, it blocks the bees' communication to a degree, and it causes you to be more invisible to the bees. Alright, so you can see how cool that smoke is. That's the way it needs to be. When the bees feel that smoke, they don't really need to feel heat, they just need to feel smoke. Alright, so I mean, you see how much is coming out of here. Now we got, look at that. I mean, that's like a freight train. Now at this point, we can stuff her pretty good. And this kind of smoke, woohoo, is going to keep this cooler and safer. There's a video out there right now, a couple of them, where they're telling you to get all this wood down in there and get your smoker red hot. And you can see in the past, I tried that like 16 years ago. That's the way I was told to do it. Get some wood down there and get a legitimate fire going and all that kind of stuff. And some people are showing you now to get this sucker going and start heating up the metal so hot that it causes the material inside to burn. that is dangerous, and it's totally unnecessary. You saw how easy this was. You need dry fuel, and as far as the fuel goes, I've got hay here from the local co-op where they sell hay bales, and the ones that break apart or the bits that fall off, they let me rake them up and use them. I really appreciate you guys there in Gainesboro. Also, pine needles work really fantastic. My dad just bush hogged this area over here. I mean, look at all this right here. This is smoker gold right here. So we're going to rake a lot of this up, and you can use grass clippings from your yard. I use my old white t-shirts as they wear out. You can use old blue jeans. Just don't use material that takes a lot of heat in order to get it to combust, because when you do that, you are going to create a dangerous type of smoking material that it could, if you spark something, it could cause it to go on fire. And more importantly, if you're working with your bees and you're wanting to work them kind of like I do, with just a t-shirt on or something like that, not that I'm saying that I recommend everybody does that. I'm very immune to bee stings, but one of the reasons I'm able to get away with that is I'm quick about my inspections and my smoke is cool and I know when and when not to use it. Again, we're going to have a giveaway on one of these slick and awesome smokers, so make sure you hit that link, share to your buddies. If you want to help us out, get the word around. You can even have some of your family members who have YouTube accounts get on the thing as well and enter themselves in. So knock yourselves out, go to town, and all that kind of stuff. If you have any comments or questions on smoker usage, feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching this video.